Imagine being unexpectedly selected for a massive promotion or a highly visible leadership role. For a lot of us, the very first instinct isn't to celebrate, it's to crawl right under the desk and hide. This chart shows what psychologists call imposter syndrome. We have a massive column on the left representing what other people expect of us, towering over a tiny, shrinking column on the right, which is our own internal confidence. We tend to treat this severe mismatch as a modern problem, born in corporate offices and university halls. But the terror of feeling wildly inadequate is an ancient, deeply human struggle. We see it clearly in the biblical account of 1 Samuel chapter 10. The story follows a man named Saul, who is tapped to become the very first king of Israel. Saul's story suggests that the very feeling of being unqualified doesn't have to be the end of the road. It might actually be the beginning. Before anyone called him a king, Saul was dealing with a deeply frustrating errand. He was not out campaigning for a throne. He was wandering the countryside on a boring, dead-end search for his father's lost donkeys. That mundane detail reveals how divine guidance often works. It usually bypasses dramatic, sweeping events and uses our most ordinary daily frustrations to steer us into position. While Saul is stuck on this wild goose chase, the prophet Samuel pulls him aside in private. Samuel delivers the news. Saul is destined to lead the entire nation. Samuel gives Saul a timeline with 3 signs to prove his calling. First, Saul will hear the donkeys are found. Second, strangers will hand him 2 loaves of bread. The final sign is different. Encountering prophets, Saul will be overcome by the Holy Spirit. The text describes this as Saul being given a new heart. He is being reshaped from the inside out, gaining a sense of steady resolve that he didn't naturally possess. In this biblical framework, true leadership is a gift from God's Spirit. It is specifically designed to equip the unqualified, rather than acting as a reward for existing human talent. The private meetings conclude, and the scene shifts to a town called Mizpah. The entire nation gathers together. The stakes are incredibly high, and the people are buzzing with anticipation to meet their first monarch. Samuel initiates a public selection process. They draw lots, narrowing the choice down tribe by tribe and clan by clan, until the final lot falls officially on Saul. The crowd looks around, fully prepared to cheer for their new sovereign. But there is a glaring problem. The king is nowhere to be found. They finally discover the newly appointed king cowering among the nation's luggage. He is hiding in a chaotic pile of travel sacks and woven baskets. When the people pull him out from the supplies, he makes quite an impression. Physically, Saul is head and shoulders taller than everyone else in the crowd. He possesses the towering royal stature everyone expects. Yet beneath that impressive exterior is a man paralyzed by hesitation, choosing retreat over responsibility. This contradiction foreshadows his later failures. You can have the height, the look, and a clear calling, but external advantages cannot sustain a leader who allows internal doubt and fear to rule them. Most of us don't live in ancient Israel, but we all deal with our own versions of lost donkeys. We face deeply annoying interruptions and detours that derail our daily plans. When those unexpected detours happen, it helps to maintain a positive mindset. The very frustration you want to avoid is often the exact mechanism guiding you toward your next opportunity. Stepping into a massive new role means recognizing that your current skills and habits might not be enough. You have to be willing to let your inner self be reshaped to handle the task. It is completely human to feel terrified. Wanting to shrink back into your comfort zone when heavy expectations drop on your shoulders is a natural reaction. The defining question is how you respond to that fear. When the path you're on finally leads to a moment where you're asked to lead, will you step out or will you stay hidden in the baggage?